Hi, good afternoon. My name is Marcy Keller, and I am one of the co-founders of Foundation for Innovation of Monterey and Santa Cruz County. Foundation for Innovation is a small grassroots organization that was put together so that our community could do real project-based learning. Today, I'm going to do a little overview of what we do and then kind of speak to the Industry and Ideas Innovations Challenge that we launched in February. So overall, Foundation for Innovation offers five challenges for both students and adults. We just completed our SM2C Social Media and Marketing Challenge, which was sponsored by the Steinbeck Center and the Goodwill Workforce Development Center. Starting in November, we will be launching our TLC Social Responsibility and Community Service project. So that would be basically where there's a community service project that folks are working on in a team, and they would be receiving community service for those as well as be able to continue their projects into a national competition. Also launching in November of 2022 is our Making, Modeling, and Engineering, which is STEM Showcase, where STEM projects come together and are showcased throughout Santa Cruz and Monterey County. Coming up this year in May, launching in May, possibly a little bit earlier, April, is our C2E2 ePortfolios project. So this is where folks are able to design a website and an e-portfolio for professional means, and also do a mock interview pitch, receive and submit their e-portfolios for showcase. And lastly, the one we're going to be going into more detail about today is the Industry Ideas and Innovations Challenge, our i3c challenge. What's important to note is all five of these challenges receive industry feedback. They have a challenging problem or question that needs to be solved, sustained inquiry, authenticity, applications of learning, and integration. There's also involved voice and choice, participant voice and choice involved in these, a public product for authentic evaluation and audience. And I think the most important thing is feedback of loops of critique from reflections of learning to refining of their products and their formative and summative overall critiques. So that's the overall program throughout the year. These different opportunities and challenges and showcases are available. The one we're going to go into more detail today is our Industry Ideas and Innovation Challenge. So there's two parts to this challenge. There is a level 1, which is basically, up to 18 and younger. And then there's a level 2, which does start at the age of 13 and up to adults. There are prizes and categories. Our organization is supported by different foundations as well to help get your seed money going or scholarships. So one thing that's really important about this program here is our participants receive actually micro credentials if they receive a Rubik score of 75% or higher. The entrance fees are very inexpensive. It's $25 per registration fee per participant. They receive feedback from industry judges post-competition. And there's an easy to use instructional template, which I'm going to go into a little bit later, that have digital resources and facing guides, really simple plug and play curriculum. It also helps build the local connections to the economy and potential employers. The winning projects are showcased. I'm going to show you this as well on our website. And it can also be used as educational content or as something that can be used in like a capstone course per se, or you can just be an individual who wants to participate. It doesn't even have to be related to a course or a school. So high school students, college students, adults, anyone can participate in the program. At the end of the day, the important thing is that everybody through true and authentic project-based learning, everyone walks away with the fact that they've learned something from the experience. And this directly also affects what's called career technical education, alternative forms of leadership. It offers a lot of the boxes that need to be ticked to make sure that programs are providing these opportunities for students. So for those kinds of things, it's, you know, the micro credentials, the standards aligned content, preparing community presentations and speaking at a public event, developing and maintaining professional portfolios, using professional communication with industry partners and peers, demonstrating knowledge of local, state, and national and international issues. It's project-based, project management's involved in it. You're partner with a mentor to build a skill or prepare for a competition, develop real-world solution problem scenarios, planning and organizing and completing a community event, developing and implementing SMART goals, and conducting self-assessment. So I'm going to go into a little detail right now on what these two challenges really mean and what it looks like. So, for example, the lean cabinets, our level 1 is basically a ground-based small business administration plan. It's aligned to the Small Business Administration. You don't have to be a business student to necessarily participate in this, though. I want to make that clear. It could be that you are a product and innovation. You've designed something, you've innovated something, but what's your next step? So this will help guide folks who are interested in participating and learning together in what next steps are after you've innovated something, or you have an idea for a service. Then what happens? So I want to kind of just point the direction to our website, so Foundation for Innovation. You can check out our website. On our foundation under Industry Ideas and Innovations Challenge, you can take a look at our winners from last year, which happen to be here. And you can click on them and take a look at the project. So these would be exemplar projects that you're looking. This is for level 2, obviously. Let me go back to level 1. This is level 1's winner from last year. And you can see their projects and their slide decks and everything that goes into it, the financial literacy pieces. This particular student had an idea for a special type of cafe in Monterey. And then there's a SWOT analysis. There's all of the pieces to what this person would need to do to take their idea or concept to the next level. Okay. So going back here, once the projects are submitted, the judges evaluate the presentation. There's 4 pieces to the L1 Lean Canvas. It's a recorded persuasive slide deck presentation of 15 minutes, PDF of completed slide deck, a 1-minute commercial, and then of course an academic integrity statement and media release. The great thing about this is it is presented virtual, and then so any travel expenses or any transportation expenses you would have traveling to an actual competition for this is actually brings the cost down immensely for that. So let's take a look at some of the teacher resources or instructional resources for any participant. It doesn't just have to be a teacher. It can be any participant, individual. This was, once you register, you would be getting these products. So the public rubric, this is how the projects would be graded. Always important to look at the end first, right? The end first, and then come in and see where you are on these levels with your financials, your innovation, the slide deck, your video, okay? So these are the Lean Startup rubrics, and this is how participants are scored and judged. And then there's also feedback given from the judges here, and all participants will receive their judging feedback. There's a brainstorming tool, which is really great to get you started. All of these materials really help organize your thoughts before you start building your business plans or your business slide decks. And so you would start here, basically with your beginning and exploration. And then the slide deck that goes along with the product. So it doesn't have to be 50 participants. So in here, you'll see the table of contents for the Lean Canvas. everything from your company ideas, vision, mission. And again, I know that this seems like it is geared more toward entrepreneurship, but really when you think about it, everything really is geared more towards entrepreneurship. Everything is literally a business. So if you do have an idea or a concept or a product that you've built or designed or whatever it may be, at some point, if you want to take it to the next step, you will need to know how to have these skills in order to take them to the next level. And again, I showed you the winners from the website, and you can see their completed slide decks and information for exemplars as well. So it's all very simplistic. Down on the bottom here, as you can see, there's explanations for and links, beautiful links to how do you find this information. You can kind of send these. So you can see right here, there's links that all are working links to how do I find this information? How do I get a better understanding of what a problem is or the unmet need is? So tons of resources within the slide decks as well. So a person could literally go through this and teach themselves how to do this on their own, but it can also be done within a course. So open source project pacing guide. So there's this for instructors, the pacing guide. So this is how long, what the task is. The brainstorming packet, let's say, is first for the L1. How many estimation of hours would it take, and then whether it's completed or not. And then each of the slides, these also have links to the resources that go with them. As you can see, that's the brainstorming one that I said is a good place to start first. All right, and then at the end, it tells you like how many days or hours each of these take. So the total project projected hours is about 21. You can break this up and to go into more in depth with the projects. For example, like going through all the research, using it as a teaching tool, expanding this to meet your needs. The great thing about this is if you are a teacher and you need a capstone project for your pathway, your CTE pathway, this is a really great capstone project for multiple pathways to show that they have the finances. They've looked at all of the things that are required for those Perkins 5 KPIs. And then lastly, there's also a commercial storyboard that helps students write out, what the shot of their storyboard, each shot of their storyboard should look like for their commercial. And again, a lot of resources are going to these and in the slide decks that are going to be available. For the level 2 investment capital is a lot like the L1. The only major difference is that there's a written business plan that goes along with this one, so it's a little bit next level. So I'm going to show you an example of, I already showed you one, I think already, of the eco preps from last year. This is their written business plan, so it's a little more in depth. The L1 does not have this, so it has all the pieces that a person would need. Let me see to submit to a bank and request a loan. And all companies, when they start, they really need a solid written summary of what it is that they do. So this is everything that is written out. Probably if you're going to do the L2 competition, I would suggest you do the brainstorming, all of those pieces, those resources, but maybe start with your written summary first and then move into your slide deck. So the slide deck goes along, it's a little bit different, a little more detailed than the level 1 slide deck. And again, still the same great resources, as you can see, links down here and then just basically says this is what you do on this slide, this is what you explain on this side. Something important to note though is, it's really important that you don't change the titles of the slides, just the information only, because this is how they're judged by the slide decks and knowing what the judges are actually looking at. So again, same thing. We have the public rubric for the L2, which is again a little more detailed, asking for a little bit more, level of difficulty. And then the written template, so helps you write the business plan. Get an idea of that. And then you've already seen the slide deck. I've already seen the slide deck. So, and then again, as well with this is the pacing guide for the L2 project. If you need one, this is, you know, the first thing that needs to be done, the written business plan, and how long does that take? About 12 hours, right? The business plan, financial work spreadsheet. A lot of links. There's some really great stuff in here for the financial, financials workbook. So for example, if you are looking to do market analysis and you're saying that your industry, sorry, not market analysis, it is cost of materials and labor. So it'll actually add these things up for you in this form, and then you can directly copy these and put them into your presentation. Projected yearly income statement, everything self-populates from these monthly sales projections. This is kind of fun. So if I say that in January, my monthly sales projections are going to be 100, you can see that it builds the graphs for you. And in February, let's say I sell candy, special cookie candy hearts or something for February, Valentine's. And definitely people are going to want that during February. So I'm going to say I'm going to do 250 in sales in February. So you can build your first year projections here, and it will be represented in a graph that you can then drop into your slide deck. All right. Each of the level 1 and level 2s, if you, oops, I need to fix that. It has prize money attached to it, and that's not 71,000. Sorry, it's 1,000. There's a typo, which is kind of funny. And each of these has a certain amount of a first place, a second place, and third place, and then some specialty awards for your project. So there's some things that Foundation for Innovation can offer you. We're definitely happy if you're interested in doing a presentation either for teachers or even students, for teacher groups to kind of explain the project or kick it off. We can certainly help with that. We can do a PD walkthrough with an IT member, myself, or Dawn Frigosa, who is the other co-founder, and classroom Q&A for participating classrooms, or maybe even if you just want to schedule a one-on-one information session such as this to get a little more information. There's a video on the website called Classroom Introduction, and regional win, and then of course there's the regional winner exemplars. There's classroom rubrics for peer review. It works for any CTE pathway. It's aligned to the SBA templates, and they can use to stick your fundings. And a lot of our local partners are Santa Cruz Community Credit Union, Collaborative Ed Advisors, the Harry Singer Foundation, Steinbeck, Goodwill Central Coast, and Small Business Administration. I just wanted to take a minute and show you what the micro credentials look like. It's actually there's a certificate, but you also have a card that you can carry in your wallet. For this particular i3c challenge, it looks something like this, and it lists on back what the participant has received the mastery and micro credentialing for. It's right here, so that folks can see what the skills are that they're receiving the micro credential for. Okay. So again, it's $20 per participant. You can register individually or as a team. No more, we prefer no more than 2 per team. And that's pretty much it. You can go to our website to register. Let me go ahead and click on that. Let's see. Sorry. www.foundation4innovation.org. And I think if you kind of just bump around on our website a little bit, you can see some really great things. You can see our winners from last year for our social media marketing challenge. You can go to industry ideas and innovation. Registration is actually already open. So you go to registration and you can register for your level 1 or level 2. And there's directions on how to do all of that. If you have any questions, please feel free to email foundation4innovation@gmail.com. Not here. Sorry about that. Foundation4Innovation@gmail.com. Visit our website. Feel free to reach out to us at any point in time. Our about contact is right here as well. Our mission and vision, our social impact, and all of our information about who we are and what we do is all over this website. So it's a really great, great tool. And then there are also some things that we offer beyond just the wheel, the $20 simple challenge and showcase. So if folks are interested in that, alternative forms of leadership support packages are also available. All right, so thank you so much for your time. Again, my name is Marcy Keller, and I am one of the co-founders with Dawn Frigosa of Foundation4Innovation.org. I'll tell you a little bit about my credentials. I am a principal of a very amazing little school called Diamond Technology Institute, and we do project-based learning at our school, and we wanted to be able to share some of the academic learning challenges that we do at our own school with the rest of the community. So this is why this was born. So we're really excited to bring this to Santa Cruz and Monterey counties. And I've been teaching for, well, 25 years. So it's been a really good, exciting career. And I just want to share, Don and I, what we know and kind of the beautiful way that education is moving forward. So thank you so much and have a great day.